Hey YouTube, I just wanted to give a quick update on what's been going on here. You'll notice some suspension pieces on the ground here, and here's my cradle. What I wanted to do for the LS4 swap is I wanted to put all new suspension pieces on the cradle here because of the age and the mileage of all the old stuff. So let me show you what I got here. New stuff on the right, obviously, and this is all, I picked up this stuff here from the Fiero store, and this is all 88 suspension parts that you can buy, and this is all, supposedly it's like TIG welded, fully tubular suspension pieces, and there's a couple differences in the factory stuff versus this stuff, and I wanted to go over a couple things real quick. And the first one is this one here. So this is one of the trailing arms that goes here in this location right here, and the factory piece is just a stamped steel piece here. And this is one of the reasons why I went out and bought this aftermarket stuff, because this piece here is a fully tubular piece, and I imagine it's stronger. So I mean, if you kind of think about, you know, the F bodies, they upgrade their suspension pieces from the stamped steel stuff to tubular suspension, and supposedly it's better. So that's what I did. And this piece here is considerably heavier. The factory piece is considerably heavier than this piece here. So this is a tubular piece, and I don't know the wall thickness or anything like that, and I didn't buy this to cut it up or anything like that, but this piece here is definitely lighter than the factory piece. This arm here, and of course here's the factory one, they're about the same weight, but this has a much larger diameter tubing to it. Let me get them side by side so you can kind of see the difference here. But this one here has a much larger diameter tubing. I suppose I could measure. Okay, so there's the diameter of the factory piece here, 8/10 of an inch in diameter, and this piece here is actually 1 inch in diameter. So this is a 1-inch tube, and once again, I don't know. This might actually be a solid piece. I have no idea what it is from the factory. I haven't cut any of these up, and I don't plan on cutting these up because I'm going to reuse these on a different project. I'm going to put some new bushings in these and reuse them. But with these here, you know, I don't know if this might be solid, this might be hollow. I don't know what the wall thickness of this one is, and I don't know what the wall thicknesses of this one is, and I'm not going to cut them up to find out. So if anybody has a factory trailing arm here that's been in a wreck or has been damaged or bent, feel free to cut it up, and if you want to cut it up and see what it looks like inside, that'd be awesome. So of course this side here is done. Everything's loose. I still have to tighten everything up, but other than that, it's installed. It's ready to tighten up and ready to go. All right guys, so both sides I've got wrapped up here. Both sides are completed. I just have to tighten down all the hardware to make it complete. The hardest part for both sides here was getting these to line up so I could feed the bolt through. This was the most difficult part, because once you start sliding this in, it starts getting really tight, so you can't really pull it out. You can't really bring it up or bring it down. I just had to use a rubber mallet to kind of hammer it in there, and then just kind of peek through the hole here until I got it where I thought it was lined up good enough. And I mean, there's not a lot of room to really get a bolt in there to line it up, or get a hammer in there to get it started and then pound it in. I mean, the axle's in the way. I'm sure at the factory the axles and all that were out, or not even on the car at all, and it was just a cradle with suspension pieces on it. But that was the hardest part, just getting these in here lined up All this down here was relatively easy. Once I get these tightened up, I'm going to go ahead and get the engine bolted on. So here's a set of coilovers I also picked up. And I got these from Guru Performance. I'll go ahead and give a full review on these later once I install them. So you'll get a full review on these at a later video, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, everything's coming along nicely. So stay tuned for more videos, guys. Thank you.